Good morning, 8 minutes ahead of 5 o'clock. Time for a market check here with John Heinberg of Stewart Peterson. Good morning, John.
Good morning, Mick.
Well, here in the Dakotas in northern Minnesota, it's nice to see that the spring wheat market kind of led all markets higher yesterday.
Yeah, we had a little pop in that market. There was some chatter that China was kind of looking for some exports in that market alone. That has softened up here this morning. It's given back a few cents of that gain yesterday. But grains in general are seeing some pressure again this morning.
All right. Corn and soybeans are the main focus as far as, buying some acres. Are we, for the rest of the week, looking at a little slide in those markets, or are we going to see some sideways trade?
I think we're going to continue to stay sideways. At least that's what we've been seeing for the last almost seems like 2 months now. For the most part, demand concerns are kind of the biggest thing still hanging over the market until we get some different type of news. We're starting to see some of the soybean seasonal demand pace slow down here. Corn's moving along, but we're a little concerned about that ethanol data. With those couple things starting to happen, those markets are seeing a little bit more sideways to maybe grind a little bit lower here. But obviously we got the March numbers coming out on the 10th, and then we got planting intentions and stocks numbers at the end of the month, which should be fairly interesting, and maybe some of those numbers we need to kind of reset some goalposts and get some things moving, hopefully, to the positive side.
Right, yeah, all those end-of-the-month numbers are likely market movers. How about next Tuesday? Do you expect any surprises?
I don't expect a whole lot of surprises, at least everything we're kind of hearing right now and seeing. The corn number probably won't change a whole lot in terms of its carry-out. Beans, there's always a question because we've had a lot of demand, and we've been kind of ahead of the pace for what USDA was thinking back in January and February. So we'll see what type of adjustments we make there. But I think realistically the market's going to be kind of really watching those planting intentions numbers and where's this acre battle go to at the end of the month.
Okay, John, regarding livestock, cattle and hogs, tough day yesterday, giving back much of Monday's gains.
Yeah, again, here's another situation where it's a supply concern. We got quite a bit of red meat in the coolers. Obviously, that pork strike that cleaned up here a few weeks ago kind of built up some backlog. Just kind of looking range bound, especially on the cattle. We tried to push out a little bit and kind of hit some highs here from January and early February and held. Now we're softening back up. We've got some good support underneath this market because obviously we got a cash price that's still pretty firm. So probably going to continue to be choppy, maybe sideways range bound trade. The key will be when we get to the bottom end of this range. Can we hold that? Does the market have enough support there? But at least that's what it's starting to look like. Same thing on the hogs, kind of looking range-bound trade.
All right, very good. John Heinberg, Stewart Peterson over in Milwaukee. Thanks a lot for your insight this morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 4:55 coming up next, another check of the forecast, and we'll give you a preview of what's coming up next on The Valley Today.